excited because of Healing 101. This is a platform where we come together live to heal. So let's talk about it. As we're gathering everybody and getting on, we know that if you don't have 5 minutes, you don't have a life. So as you go into this new year and you're exercising and you're getting your body right, I want you to know that when I was 330 pounds and I couldn't move my body and I couldn't do anything, I needed simple exercises. And so I'm excited that I participate in that, but I was on an appetite suppressant that really helped me. It really helped me to get better, and I'm so excited. And that appetite suppressant, it also gave me energy. It's called NRG. Y'all need to hit me up for this. Let me tell you, it transformed my life. Let me tell you why. I was on the sad American diet. I had no freedom in my life. I was a slave to food addiction. I was a slave to sugars. I was a slave to potato chips. I was a slave to all of the white flours and the pastas and the breads, and I couldn't break free. I knew that I was successful in business, at the clinic, at the hospital. I knew I was successful in education. But what about when I looked at myself in the mirror? What about that private time with just me, myself, and I? I needed for that time to be a good time too. So welcome to Healing 101. This is the place. Let me tell you, I am taking you guys on a grand tour. And you like a tour to where? A tour back home. Where is home? Home is inside of you. See, so many of us don't understand why our lives is not going in a direction that we need it to go, and that's because we have disconnected from ourselves. That's because we don't understand that the way home is within. That we don't understand that the only way to go, listen, we have to go within. We have to identify with ourselves. We have to connect with ourselves. We have to understand where the true peace comes from. And we're going to stop bumping our heads against the wall and understanding that we put our power in somebody else's hands. This year, we're taking our power back, baby. Everybody that has the keys to my happiness, they have to return them immediately, effective immediately. I serve notice on everybody that I gave the keys to my happiness to. So I want you guys to know, I have to tell you a disclaimer as I get started today with Healing 101. As a college professor, you know the first level class is 101. And we're only taking up from here. We're only going up from here, right? But my disclaimer is that you might need to turn your volume down because I get a little passionate and I get a little excited because I understand that small little whisper that we need to follow our gut. We need to trust our intuition inside of us. That small little whisper, sometimes we don't hear it. And so I'm here as your sister. I'm here as your auntie. I'm here as your cousin. I'm here as your friend. The messenger Monifa to say, I am the voice from within. I am the messenger from within. And what I want to say to you today is, I wrote a book, the first of many, and it's called the it's called the Healing Directory, which is the HD manual. And let me tell you about the Healing Directory for some of you guys that are younger. When I was growing up, we had a telephone directory. I know you don't know what that is because you guys get on Google and find everything. But when we wanted to find a plumber, we got on our telephone directory. When we needed to find a store, when we needed an address or a phone number, guys, who remembers that? Put a 1 in the comments if I'm not the only one that remembers using a telephone directory. So let me tell you guys, this is called the Healing Directory. So many of us need healing. So many of us need to reconnect to ourselves. So many of us need to let things go. So many of us need to let go of what no longer serves us. And the reason why we are stuck in our lives is because we have not tapped into the healing that is available to each and every one of us. I am just the light in the darkness. I am just a servant. All right, Lavesta, I'm just a servant here to take you back to yourself. And can I tell you that this healing work, it is work, my sister, is not for the weak at heart. This healing work is work. So with that being said, guess what we're going to do? we're going to tap into the HD manual. So let's get into HD. In case you don't know, I'm not big on technology or whatever, but let me tell you a little bit about HD, okay? I want to tell you a little bit about high definition. So what this technology does with high definition that we can find within our television systems, the high definition replaces the previous generation of technologies. It's a higher level of definition. It's clearer. It has more vivid colors, right? So I want you guys to know that the healing directory written by Dr. Monifa Jones, written by the messenger Monifa, the healing directory directs you back to yourself. We talk about the keys to self-love. So many people don't even know that they need to love themselves. They don't even understand that that's a practice that we all need to have, self-care every single day. There's also a chapter on stopping self-sabotage. If you missed yesterday, watch the replay. A lot of times we sabotage ourselves because we lack confidence in certain areas. But just like when we started driving our car and we were super, super nervous, but now we can drive, eat, talk, sing, text all at the same time. Why? Because we have a level of comfort. Why? Because we have mastered that skill or that task. So now the nervousness has gone away. You will notice that you can apply to your life, that every single area of your life that you sabotage is an area that you have not mastered. It's an area that you don't have confidence in. It's an area that you do not have a level of knowledge, expertise, and education in. So what if you wanted to master those areas of your life? You would stop sabotaging yourself immediately. That's how I got out of my addictions. Because I realized the only reason why I was sabotaging myself, the only reason why I was selling myself short, the only reason why I was sleeping on myself is because I had not mastered a skill. So I found ways to master the skill so I could get better. And that's exactly what has happened. At 330 pounds, I didn't understand self-love. At 330 pounds, I didn't understand stop sabotaging myself. But when I studied physical and mental mastery, and I got an understanding of fitness and I got an understanding of clean eating, that was the game changer for me. What area do you need to stop sabotaging yourself in? Is it in your spiritual practices? Is it in you speaking up for yourself? Is it in your relationships? Is it in your finances? What areas are those? Those are the areas that we need to develop ourselves in. That's why I love the HD manual, which is the healing directory. See, the HD manual, listen. We are going to the next level. HD, higher definition. We no longer participate in low-level frequencies. We understand that we are on a grand tour. See, when you get involved with starting to heal yourself on a cellular level from deep down within, because we understand if we don't go within, we go without. So when we understand that that's a necessity in our lives, and we live our life at a higher level, a higher definition, see, when the higher definition television systems came out, they replaced the previous generation of technologies. Is that to say we are throwing away the gifts, the knowledge of our ancestors? Absolutely not. Is that saying that our parents, our grandparents, we're throwing away? Absolutely not. See, what we are going to do is we are going to build upon it. Everything that my mama taught me, I am building upon it. Everything that my father taught me, I am building upon it. I understand, like, it was amazing in my household. Now that I'm an adult, I understand some of the things that were happening. I understand some of the spiritual practices that were happening when I was a child. And there were dances going on, chickens and some more stuff. But that's a whole nother conversation. Now that I understand the spirituality that my parents were tapping into. And now I want to continue that and take it to the next level. See, when we operate at a higher level, when we operate at a higher definition, and when we understand that the low level frequencies no longer can abide in our life. When you eradicate the low frequency vibration, you don't live a petty life. You don't hang around people that gossip. You don't think about illness and disease as something that's just hereditary. You think it as of something that you need to assassinate. Illness and disease cannot live in a body that has an alkaline state. How did I learn that? Educating myself. Why? Because I wanted to stop sabotaging myself when it came to fitness and clean eating. So what did I do, LaVesta? I educated myself. And guess what I found out? Illness and disease cannot live in a body that is in an alkaline state. What's my next question? How do I get my body into an alkaline state? Hello. So once you go down the rabbit hole and you start to educate yourself and you start to develop an expertise and knowledge, skills, capabilities, talents in areas that you want to do better in, you will understand why. I understand now why my parents wouldn't allow us to eat pork. I understand that there are bugs inside of that animal. I understand that that bug eats its own waste. I understand that. I understand that that animal eats so much that they have to secrete waste through their skin because they can't come out enough the right way, right? So now that I understand that, of course, I don't eat that anymore because I understand that I am destroying myself. It's a part of my educational system. See, when we understand that we came here on a grand tour, the grand tour began on the day you came out your mama's womb. And the grand tour was designed specifically for you. See, when we understand and we get a higher definition and we live our life from a different perspective, that we were not born to suffer, that we were not put here on this planet to work for somebody, always be in lack and then die, have poor relationships, never get spiritual mastery, physical, mental mastery. That's not a part of the plan, people. The plan is for us to elevate. The plan is for self-empowerment, then community empowerment. That's the only way it works. It begins with self first, self-love first. And then we extend that out to the community. Get excited. But when we operate at a higher definition, we look at life differently. We let our families off the hook. Y'all better get excited. Some of your family members, or let me call them relatives, get excited. See, relatives are the people who you guys have the same blood running through your veins. But family are those people that you connect with. And your family don't have to have your blood running through their veins. I'm telling you right now. My brother who was in my wedding who passed away, his funeral is next Saturday. That's my brother. That's my family. But then you have some relatives who have your same blood, but you guys are not family. You just have the same blood. And then we get upset with those people because they have an assignment. Their assignment on your grand tour is to perfect you. So you need to let them off the hook. Some of your relatives have been assigned to you. You are so frustrated. You are so irritated. You cannot understand why they don't operate in the love and generosity that you do. But can you understand that that's their assignment? Their assignment is to make you great. Their assignment is to help you to see your value. Their assignment is to show you where you are lacking, because if it keeps showing up in your outside world, that is because it is showing up inside of you, or other than that, you would not identify with it. So when we operate at a higher level, when we operate at higher density, when we tap into healing and we see things from a different perspective, see, life is 10% what happens to you, but it's 90% how you react to it. And if you see each and every person as your teacher rather than your enemy, your life would be different. if you took nothing personal, but you stayed on your mission, if you never got distracted, if you never lost your focus, if you focused on being in alignment with your assignment rather than taking things personally, rather than being upset. I know I am not the only person who has had some relatives do some things that you just make you scratch your head, that you just don't appreciate, sis. Stephanie, I was telling them we have relatives and family members. Relatives have our blood running through their veins, but our families are our tight people, right? Some of them are not one and the same. I'm sorry. Just because we have the same blood doesn't mean we're family. Some of you guys are my teachers. You taught me to love and respect myself. You taught me to tap into my divine connection. Why? Because I was in so much torment. I was in so much misery. I was in so much pain that I had to scream out to God and I had to submit. Because I couldn't understand why I just kept bumping my head and why I was going the wrong way. But then I came real clear. The Healing Directory. You need to get a copy of my book. Message me. It's only $19.99. The Healing Directory. So what the directory does is it shows us how to tap into our own power within. See, my grand tour started on June 27th, 1969. I've had some teachers along the way. Some of them are my relatives and some of them are my family. I've had many teachers along the way. Some of them are my ex-husbands. Some of them are my sons. I've had many teachers along the way. Some of them were my neighbors. Some claim to be my best friends. Some claim to be my brothers. I have had some teachers along the way. But each and every one of those teachers have helped me to become who I am today. And I value that experience. I don't throw them away. I value them because I am who I am as a result of those experiences. Had I stayed comfortable, had I stayed in my own feelings and my own emotions, I would not be the gift that I am today. I've had so much impact in my life because I have to make an impact. That's why I knew that I had to get clear. That's why I knew that I had to stop sabotaging myself when it came to my health. That's why I knew I had to figure out 5 minutes to just move my body. Because I said, I know I need to be doing it. I just used to watch people exercise all the time. When I was 300 pounds, I'm 180 now. I'm going down to my 170s. I'm blowing my own mind. I used to watch people exercise all the time. And I used to be like, wow, that is so cool. That is so nice. I wish I could do it. But I couldn't identify with it. I felt like I didn't have time. I felt like I couldn't do the moves. I felt like I couldn't master anything. But then when I realized the reason why I was sabotaging myself, the reason why I wasn't believing in myself was because I had so much self-doubt going on. I didn't understand. It takes the same amount of energy to think big as it does to think small. Back then, I didn't understand whether you believe you can or you can't. Either way, you are right. So I already lost because I didn't believe that I could. But the moment I said I can, even if I just do 5 minutes, I can. I can do this. Don't tell me I can't and watch me. And my 5 minutes became 10. My 10 became 15. But you don't have to be great to start. But you definitely have to start to become great. You have to start somewhere. And so when I saw the basics, I was like, let me tap in. So this is what I'm saying to you. If you have never stolen away for 5 minutes, if you have never given yourself the right to heal, if you have never given yourself the right to cry, if you have never given yourself the right to process your journey of assault, your journey of abandonment, your journey of rejection, your journey of heartaches and pains, if you have never given yourself the right to do that, I need you to understand that it's stored in your DNA. And it comes from our ancestors. It comes from our parents. It comes from our grandparents. It comes from our great parents. But there has to come a point in our lives when we say the buck stops here. And that's what happened with me. I said the buck stops here. We're breaking generational curses. No such thing as generation after generation going to keep experiencing doom and gloom. The buck stops here. And I know the reason why you on Healing 101. Because you're the legacy for your family. You're where the buck stops for your family. You are the person who made a determination. Come hell or high water, we're going to figure this out. Or we're going to die trying. But we just not going to submit. We just not going to be all lost in this world with all the distractions and no focus and never figure this thing out. I need to figure out my purpose. I need to figure out my destiny. I need to be in alignment with my assignment. I'm tired of playing with myself. Oh yeah, 2020 was cute. Oh yeah, 21, okay. 21, okay. It really won. Woo! And then 2022, it is now a memory. We was just in 2022 a moment ago, and it is now a memory. So what are you going to do with 2023 is my question today. Healing 101 says it's time to heal. Healing 101 says it's time to do the work. It's time to stop blaming everybody. It's time to stop living in guilt and shame and stop sleeping on yourself. This 2023 is not for us to be sleep. It's time to be awakened. There's a great awakening going on. This is the time for you to tap into your power. This is the time to understand who you are. And the way we are going to do that is healing ourselves on a cellular level because there are issues in our tissues. And we don't deal with it. And we think it's going to disappear. But what's going to happen is we're going to explode, or I should say implode, explode from within. So, with the Healing Directory by the messenger Monifa, get your copy. Send me a message. The Healing Directory is a manual. And the HD manual has a 90-day journal. Today is the 5th day of the year, so let me read day 5. Every day, you get to slip away for 5 minutes. Some people I don't know how to meditate. I've never journaled. I've never trusted myself. I always trust mentors. I trust pastors. I trust leaders. I trust bosses. I trust my big mama in them, but I never really put all the faith, hope, and trust in myself. Do you know that you're the authority of your life? Do you know you're the CEO of YOU? Look for no other. All your life, you've been looking for you. Welcome home. Get excited. So let's talk about day 5 of our journal. It's a 90-day journal, which is exciting. So day 5 says, what is a moment that you felt proud of yourself? What is a moment that you felt proud of yourself? After high school, and this is a fact, most adults rarely receive recognition. Make it a self-care practice to celebrate yourself. And when you honor yourself, guess what? You do not seek it from others. Insecure people who lack confidence seek validation. Remember, validation is for parking. Get excited, right? You are enough. You are worthy. You are allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. You are capable. You are imperfect. And that is perfectly fine. So we're going to document on this day, when were we proud of ourselves? Every once in a while, we need to remind ourselves when we killed it. We need to remind ourselves when we won. We need to remind ourselves when we did it. Because we forget. And we get around people who get in our head, who make us feel less than, and we lose ourselves. So every once in a while, I remember when I did that. I'm always going to remember January the 1st, 2023, when I wrote my first book. It is called The Healing Directory. Get excited. I'm never going to forget that day. And I'm going to say, girl, that is amazing. And the second quarter of the year, part 2 comes out. The third quarter of the year, part 3 comes out. And the fourth quarter of the year, part 4 comes out. And then my book, The Grand Tour, is the big part of the year. Get excited. Do you understand? You on a tour, in case nobody told you. I know you thought when you got assaulted that was bad and that was wrong. And I know you thought when you failed that course, or I know you thought when somebody broke your heart, and I know you thought when your son refused to speak to you, and I know you thought when your son said, oh no, you can't deal with your granddaughter, and I know when you thought when your boss said, oh, you're fired, or your business said you're no good, or your family said, we know you will amount to nothing. I know you thought that was just so negative and so heart-wrenching and so awful. What are your experiences? Can I tell you, if you get that HD directory, if you get the HD manual, you'll be living your life at a higher definition. HD, baby. We live our lives at a higher definition, the love tribe. Because we understand it's not what happens to you. It's what happened for you. When you get that, and when you really get on the higher definition, you're going to also understand it's what happens through you. See, when I buried 2 sons, I am a force to be reckoned with. I'm a powerful woman. I'm a very strong woman. I am phenomenal and amazing. Don't get upset because I love myself. Get excited. Love on yourself. That's why you need to do today's journal assignment when you are just so proud of yourself so you can remember who you are. Lavesta says she is ready for the HD manual, baby. Yes, higher definition is coming to all of our lives. There is no way you're going to cure yourself and heal yourself. There's no way you're going to put on the glasses of high definition and see life for what it really is. I promise you, you're going to let your mama off the hook. I promise you. You're going to be like, whoa. I need to forgive my mama, because guess what? She was assigned to me to make me the great person that I am today. I need to forgive my father. I can't believe all of the things that I went through with him. Oh, my Lord, I need to forgive him. He was assigned to make me who I am today. You better get excited. You didn't become the amazing person that you are just through an easy, perfect life. No. You had to go on a grand tour. And if you understand that the tour was designed especially for you, you better get excited. Because you will realize that you are royalty. You will realize that when your father deposited into your mother, there were millions of sperms, but only one got through. One, that was you, baby. You are a walking miracle. You are a walking miracle. How did you even get here? And I don't even understand. I don't even understand why in the world we believe that our life is just fate, or our life just happens by chance, or I just met my ex-husband by chance, or I just came through my mama by chance. I'm just in this family by chance. There are no chances, people. Everything has been designed specifically for you. You should get excited. It's your own stage play. But guess what? You get to write the end of the story. And the end of the story is the best is yet to come. I don't know about y'all. I ain't seen the best yet. In my spirituality, in my physical mastery, in my mental mastery, in my finances, in my relationships, I have not seen it yet. So guess what? I'm writing a story. That's why I told y'all, come on over here to the Healing 101 and heal live with me. I'm an educated woman. I consider myself bright and intelligent, but I've been through a lot. So what I'm going to do, let me tell you what I'm going to get. All that pain became my purpose. All those wounds became my wisdom. And all those triggers became my testimony. So guess what? All that sadness I went through is now my service. Now I'm going to give you 25 plus years experience, free of charge, just to let you know. You better get excited. You were not born to suffer. I don't know why people think, oh, I was born to suffer. I've been from challenge to trouble to difficulty to problem. I'll never have a break. I'll never have a break. That's because you speak that. Do you know who you are? You are a warrior. You are a magician. Whatever you speak comes to pass. Whatever you speak comes to pass. And because you say, I don't never get a break, the universe says, at your command, Monifa, you will never get a break. And because you say, I ain't never got enough, at your command, you will never have enough. Do you understand that the universe must respond to you? So don't you think you should be spending 100% of your time getting your mind right? Getting 100% of your time, getting your physical body right, so you won't be depleted. And you won't have all this thinking, blaming everybody around you. You just need to forgive everybody. Because when you realize how powerful you were and are and will be, you will understand that you designed that for yourself. It's a part of your tour, baby. You designed that. You designed to come from your mama. You designed to come from your daddy. You designed to have that sister. You designed to have that brother. You designed to have them children. You're like, I can't believe my son is on drugs. I can't believe my son is in jail. What did it make you? We're all designed for greatness. We just all come different ways. I don't know about you, Mama. Let me tell you about me. I always had to learn my lesson the hard way. I never listened, did I, Ma? I never listened. I always had to learn my lesson the hard way. So are you like me? The universe been trying to tell you how powerful you are. The universe been trying to tell you how great you are. The universe been trying to tell you it's your season, it's your turn. The universe been trying to tell you it's time for you to kill all those low frequency vibrations of anger, of guilt, of shame, of regret. That's not the place to be. That's low frequency. We high definition over here. This is the HD tribe. This is the love tribe. High definition. That means everybody that comes into our life and it rubs us the wrong way, we're like, oh, you're my teacher. The reason why you showed up, because I still got jealousy and envy in me. Let me clean that out. The reason why you showed up, because I lack confidence and I have low self-esteem. Let me clear that out. Oh, the reason why you showed up, because I don't believe in the powers that I have within. And so you made me get so frustrated till I had to tap into my own power. I had to realize how phenomenal and amazing that I was. And you taught me that by being rude to me. You taught me that by calling yourself being condescending. You taught me that. So thank you, teacher. Thank you, relative. Thank you, thank you, thank you for making me who I am today. Get excited. So now we see life from a different level. I'm telling you, this ain't for the weak at heart. You can't be shallow over here. You can't be petty over here. This is where we seek spiritual mastery. This is where we seek physical mastery. This is where we seek mental mastery. So guys, thank you so much for being with me today. Please send me a message right now to get your HD manual. So when we go over the journal for tomorrow, you will already have it. Okay? It's a book and a 90-day journal. Keys to self-love, stop self-sabotage, and turn your pain into your passion. Listen. No one should be doing anything in 2023 other than elevating. Nothing else. If this world haven't taught you anything in the last couple of years, no one should be doing anything other than elevating in 2023. So may God continue to shine his face upon you. May God be gracious to you and grant you peace. In this season, in this season, in this season, we will have exactly what we desire. It's already done. It's already done. You already have it. It's already yours. All right, Love Tribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Monday through Friday, live at 5.